What's up, guys? How y'all guys doing today? This is Darren Jackson, and I am on the Darren Jackson Show. We're going to go ahead and do some regional finals. We are close away from making a trip to AT&T Stadium this upcoming week. This week, I won't be able to do no games or anything like that. Hopefully, probably stay semifinals. Hoping I'll be able to get a chance to do some stats and things. And I'm looking to make that trip to AT&T Stadium the next upcoming 2 weeks. Definitely hope that I can be able to have some of my good boys, Gavin and Chase, with me, and a few others who's going to be making a trip to AT&T Stadium up in the greater Dallas area. We're going to go ahead and get a chance to talk with some high school football, 6A class, 6A Division One, uh, starting out with Region One. Okay, 1 second. Huh? No, I'll fix it later. All right, so we're going to go ahead and talk about some games. This Saturday is going to be Region One finals. Allen 11-2 taking on South Lake Carroll at 13-0. This game is going to be Saturday at 2 p.m. at Apogi Stadium. Uh, should be a very good matchup. Chad Morris, head coach for Allen, taking on Riley Dodge. I think this is going to be a very good matchup. South Lake Carroll has not been tested too much this year. Allen has been tested. They only lost 2 games this year, but I think this Allen team is a little bit more hungrier than what I expect. Can Allen knock off South Lake Carroll? Can they stop the undefeated streak of the Dragons? I don't think that they will, but I think this will be a close game. I'm going to go with South Lake Carroll on the edge. I don't know how good South Lake Carroll is, even though Quinn Ewers is now at Ohio State. But I heard they have a pretty good quarterback, got really good offense. Defense always lights out as usual. Expect a South Lake Carroll team to come out and play the way that they should play. But like I said, I'm picking the Dragons to go ahead and get the edge over Allen. I may be wrong on this one. Region 2 finals, Duncanville against DeSoto. Duncanville took care of Spring, while DeSoto took care of Spring Westfield. This game is going to be Saturday at 7 p.m. at the Frisco Ford Center. I think that this is going to be a whole lot more interesting than the last time because Duncanville beat up DeSoto and they gave uh, head coach Reginald Samples his 300 win. I'm going to go ahead and go with Duncanville because Duncanville has the experience. DeSoto is very good. Claude Mathis' team is very, um, very tough. But I got to go with experience. I got to go with Duncanville. I think Duncanville offense is going to be lights out. I think their defense is going to be phenomenal. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the boys from Duncanville to get the dub. Region 3, North Shore against Umba Tascasita. Friday at, let's see, this is at Pasadena Veterans Memorial Stadium. North Shore had beat Tascasita earlier in the season, and like I said, especially with the Duncanville and DeSoto game, it's hard to beat a team twice in one season. So, can North Shore offense get things going? I mean, they did good against K Tompkins, and then Tompkins came back. Tascasita took care of Fort Bend, Ridge Point. I think that this is going to go down to the wire, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pick North Shore to get the win. San Antonio Brennan against Lake Travis, 2 o'clock at Dripping Springs Tiger Stadium. In Region 4 regional finals, I think that Lake Travis should get the W on this one. I'm looking for to next week's matchups. If this is the case, like I said, I'm picking South Lake Carroll, I'm picking Duncanville, I'm picking North Shore, and I'm picking Lake Travis. Should be some great matchups. Uh, 6A Division 2. Den Geyer is taking on Prosper. Saturday at Allen's Eagle Stadium at 1 p.m. I'm going to go with Den Geyer to knock off Prosper. Bridgeland against Tumble, Saturday at 2 p.m. at Tumble's ISD Stadium. This is a very interesting matchup. I didn't think that Tumble, who knocked off Side Park, would make it this far deep into the playoffs. Bridgeland lost to Side Park in a bad way. This is without Connor Wigman, who is Texas A&M commit. If Bridgeland is looking to win this game, they got to stop Kale Helms. He has been lights out. He's been sensational. Uh, I got to go with the upset. And I'm sorry, Bridgeland. I love you guys, but man, I got to go with Tumble. Tumble is on the road. This is a Cinderella season for these guys. They can make it all the way to the state semifinals and play Den Geyer. I don't know how the outcome is going to go, but I got to go with Tumble. I think Tumble is on a hot streak. Region 3 finals, Katy against Humble Summer Creek. This is 1 p.m. at Rice Stadium in Houston. Katy is undefeated, 13-0. Summer Creek only lost 3 games, and those 3 games were to teams that were very good in Atascocita, North Shore, and CE King. But I got to go with Katy. I'm sorry I got to pick Summer Creek because Josh Thomas, that's my homeboy. He's offensive line coach. Got a lot of respect for you boys. If Summer Creek upsets Katy, that's going to be the biggest talk in the state. They gotta play lights out on defense, and they gotta stop Katy's run. You can't turn the ball over against Katy. You can't get into third and long situations. You can't do too many mistakes against Katy. Katy is always good. They're who they say we are. I think Katy has the edge. I think Katy is going to be looking forward. Seth Davis has taken care of business. The kid Kroger, I think he's a really good football player. I got to go with Katy. Sorry, Summer Creek. I'm going to watch that game on Texan Live, which in case the game will be at 1 o'clock. I think that Katy is going to take care of business. Austin Vandergrift against Austin Westlake, 2 p.m. at Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium. Cade Clucknett and Austin Westlake, they look very good, man. And I don't know if Vandergrift, I don't know too much about them, but I do know that Westlake is number 2 ranked team in the country. And one polls, I got them as the top ranked team in the country. I think that matchup next week against Katy is going to go down to the wire to see who's going to be the best team in Division 2 for 6A. This could go down to the wire, but like I said, I'm going to go with Austin Westlake to get the W. So I may be wrong on these picks, but Den Geyer and Tumble, Katy and Westlake should be a very good one. Class 5A Division 1, we're going to talk about the Region 1 finals or the championship game, we should say. Mansfield Summit 10-3 against Colleyville Heritage 12-1. Friday at North Richland Hills Birdville Fine Arts Athletic Complex. I'm going to go with Colleyville Heritage to get the win. Denton Ryan against College Station at Waco's McLean Stadium Friday at 7 p.m. I'm going to go with Denton Ryan. I like College Station, but I don't think College Station has enough weapons to stop Denton Ryan. Then again, like I said, I could be wrong on this one. Paytown in Region 3, 12-1 against Hightower, 11-2. This is going to be Friday at Rice Stadium here in Houston. Paytown beat Fort Bend Hightower very bad, and it's hard. Like I said, it's hard to beat a team twice in one season, and I don't know if Paytown can get the W over Fort Bend Hightower. I got to go with Paytown right now, but my gut feeling is saying Hightower, but in my heart, I'm going to go with Paytown. I think they're going to get the W. Corpus Christi Fire Bluff against Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial, 7 p.m. at Corpus Christi Hornet Stadium. It's Friday night. I'm going to go with Veterans Memorial for this one. So 5A in the Final Fours, I'm picking Colleyville Heritage and Denton Ryan. and Paytal against Veterans Memorial. Region 2, I'm going to go ahead and say Wichita Falls Rider against Lubbock Cooper. That will be the game of the year. 7 p.m. at Abilene's Anthony Field. I'm going to go with Wichita Falls Rider. I think that they got a shot to win this one. Here's my sleeper right here. Region 2, South Oak Cliff, who knocked off Alito last week. They taking on Lovejoy at Frisco Forest Center at 2:30 p.m. I'm going with South Oak Cliff to get the W over Lovejoy. Texas High in Region 3 against Crosby, who is 11-2. I am going to say Friday at Lefkin's A. Martin Stadium at 7:30. I'm going to go with Texas High. Texas High should come out with the W. Liberty Hills against Alamo Heights. This is Friday at San Marcos Bobcat Stadium. It's at 7 p.m. I'm going to go with Alamo Heights to knock off Liberty Hills. So I think the Final Four is going to be like this in Division 2 for Class 5A. Wichita Falls Riders against South Oak Cliff, and Texas High against Alamo Heights. Should be a very good one. Class 4A Division 1, and a lot of teams you didn't expect for them to make it deep into the playoffs, and this is something that really got me stirred up a lot. Springtown against Wichita Falls Hershey. That's 7 p.m. at Allen Eagle Stadium. I'm going to go with Hershey with the win. Stephenville against Melissa, 7:30 at Bedford's Pennington Field. I'm going to go with Stephenville. Tyler Chapel Hill against Little Cypress Mauriceville, 11-2 against 10-3 Chapel Hill from Tyler. And this is going to be at the Berry Center at Cy-Fair Federal Credit Union. I'm going to go with Little Cypress Mauriceville to get the W. Austin LBJ against Fredericksburg. This Saturday at 3 p.m. at the Alamo Dome. I'm going to go with Austin LBJ. So the Final Four is going to be like this: Hershey and Stephenville, and Little Cypress Mauriceville against Austin LBJ. Division 2, we're going to have a new state champion in Division 2. We got Arbery, 12-1 against Salina, 11-1 at Apogee Stadium at Denton. That's at 7:30 Friday. I'm going to go with Salina with the win. Pleasant Grove against Gilmer at Mount Pleasant's Parker Field at 7 p.m. I'm going to go with Gilmer with the win. China Springs against West Orange Stark at Tumbles ISD Stadium. I'm going to go with China Springs to knock off West Orange Stark. And Curo, 12-1 against Geronimo Navarro, 10-2 at Bastrop's Memorial Stadium, 7:30. I'm going to go with Curo with the win. So I'm picking Salina and Gilmer, and China Springs against Curo. 3A Division 1. I'm looking at some pretty good matchups right here. Whitesboro against Brock. It's going to be at Globe Life Stadium Thursday, 7 p.m. I'm picking Brock to win that one. Friday at Frisco Ford Center, Mount Vernon. Battle of 13-0 teams. I'm going to go with Mount Vernon to get the edge. Diboll against Lorena, 11-2, and Diboll 10-3 at Bryant's Green Stadium. I'm going to go with Lorena to knock off Diboll. And Vanderbilt Industrial against Lego Vista at 9-3 at the Alamo Stadium in San Antonio, Friday at 7 p.m. I'm going to go with Vanderbilt Industrial. So my Final Four teams is going to be Brock, Mount Vernon, Lorena, and Vanderbilt Industrial. And Division 2 and 3A, Abernathy against Lubbock Roosevelt. I'm going to go with Lubbock Roosevelt at Jones Stadium in Lubbock. Gunter and Holiday, battle of 13-year-old teams at Justin's Northwest ISD Stadium, Friday at 7 p.m. I'm going to go with Holiday to get the win. Dangerfield against Wascom. This should be a very good one at Homer Bright Stadium in Nacogdoches. I'm going to go with Wascom to knock off Dangerfield. Franklin against Poth, Friday at Pflugerville's the P Field. I'm going to go with Franklin. So the final four is going to be like this: Lubbock, Roosevelt, and Holiday, Wascom, and Franklin. 2A Division 1. I'm going to go ahead and quickly pick these matchups. Okay, Holly against Cisco, 7 p.m. at Abilene's Shotwell Stadium. I'm going to go with Holly with the win. Crawford against Marlin at Belton Tiger Field at 7 p.m. I'm going to go with Crawford. Timpson against Centerfield, Jacksonville's Tomato Bowl. I'm going to go with Timpson. And Shiner against Refugio, Thursday at Victoria's Memorial Stadium. I'm going with Refugio. So the final four, to me, it's going to be this: Holly against Crawford. This is my picks. And Timpson and Refugio for the state semifinals. Let's see. Did we do 2A Division 2, guys? No, I didn't do that yet. So Wellington against Stratford, 7 p.m. at Alamo Benvis Stadium. I'm going to go with Stratford, and Albany should take care. Well, actually, Winthrop is going to take care of Albany. That's my pick. Mart should knock off Chilton, and Fall City should take care of Burton. I think that this is going to be Division 2, 1A. So we're getting close for the semifinals, state semifinals for 1A. Here's the matchup: Happy versus Westbrook, and Abbott against May. I'm gonna go with Happy versus May. That should be a good one. And Division 2 state semifinals: Klondike against Motley County, and Strawn against Richland Springs. I'm going to go with Klondike and Strawn. Actually, not Strawn, Richland Springs. Klondike and Richland Springs. So, guys, we're not too far away from wrapping up predictions and everything for the Lone Star State for high school football. So, big shouts out to everybody who gets a chance to watch this show a little bit. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more into my broadcasting and everything. I'm gonna try to find a different location next year. Hopefully, like I said, that's something I've been looking to work on, trying to be able to get a studio for my own, so I get a chance to be able to do some interviews and get a chance to be able to do a lot more high school work for the greater Houston area, and also going to try to do some college work as well. So in that case, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for the night. But next week, state semifinals, and then the next 2 weeks we'll get state championship predictions, and then after that, the last second of the clock, I'll be able to do a pregame, postgame wrap up, close out the season, and then we'll get a chance to talk about some teams that some players got a chance to make it all district and then all state, and then hopefully we'll do a little bit more into the recruiting fashion and everything. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm about to get myself ready to get ready for bed tonight. But this week, no games for me. Next week, I don't know what could happen. I may not get a chance to do some games, but I will be down. I will be up in Dallas, in the greater Dallas area for the state championship week. Hopefully get a chance to broadcast a game or two, more likely probably get a chance to do some stats as well. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. You guys have a wonderful night. Have a good night. May God be with you all.